Hi, Kim Duke.
Hey, Chris Duke.
Man, we had an amazing dinner last night.
We did.
Where did we get that dinner?
Los Ortiz's.
Ooh,
Family-style appetizers.
What was it called? The super platter?
Super sampler.
Super sampler.
It had cheese quesadilla, hot wings, tamales, taquitos, and nachos.
So fucking good. And it was like $30.
Yeah.
That could have fed 10 times more than we fed 3 kids, 4 adults, and still had food left over.
Yeah.
So head to Los Ortiz's in Becker, right off of Highway 10 on Bank Street, right behind the bank. They got outdoor seating now, so you don't have to worry about catching the Covidicus, and you can still enjoy some authentic, amazing Mexican food. Enjoy the show.
Dude, some of these I'm actually really proud
Should we
of.
use this?
Is that an urn?
No.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Otherwise, if you don't mind giving a little bit of coffee.
Have you seen that syrup meme where the syrup has googly eyes? And it's like, "Good morning, sir. Can I interest you in some?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Isn't that a Vine?
Is it a Vine?
I think it is.
My favorite Vine is the guy who somebody's giving a banana to an orangutan, and the orangutan's like,
Yeah.
Stop waving your banana in my face. I don't even want it. Whoop! Just kidding. I got it. Bloop!
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to
that
find
one's pretty funny.
It's, like once a year, I like desperately search for it. It never shows up in the way that you think it would.
I think my favorite Vine is one by Will Sasso, and he's like, we're going to get demonetized 3 seconds into this show, but he goes,
Dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, absolutely.
That's so hot.
yeah, it was. I just really wanted to.
Your vocals are very hot.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Are you Dylon? Because
because I spit hot
I
fire.
think maybe the gain on 2.
Maybe the gain?
Yeah,
Or maybe the game is on 2.
the game is on 2.
The game rapper. The
Dude,
rapper.
I had a horrible fucking day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're so chipper, though. This is classic you, though. When you're in a horrible mood, you're actually in a great mood. Makes no fucking sense. It always confuses me, and then I find out, like, hours later that you are actually super pissed about something, and then the whole, like, next hour of my life, I sit there and think, like, how did I not know that my best friend is having a shitty day? Does this make me a bad person?
Oh, man. Yeah, so, like, a bunch of shit happened at work. You know what? I can't talk about it.
Okay,
I want
fair.
to talk about it. Let's just say...
we can do a little off-air venting session if you need to.
I'll do some of that. But the title of this week's episode is going to be the unicorn. Because when I got to work, first of all, I got like 2 hours of sleep last night.
Same.
Because I tried not taking my Remeron because that's what's making me eat like a fatty.
Just exercise.
No, it literally increases your appetite.
I know. You've told me this, but you can still continue to eat at the pace you're eating if you just exercise. You stopped exercising, and then you started gaining weight again.
Well, and the eating in bed went up. Like the amount of snack.
But if you exercise, then you'll eat more square meals. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to round out your appetite by burning the calories.
Oh, sure.
So like, if I should talk about, I mean, like, so I've gotten real exercise in a year. Continue.
So anyways, I actually, on my breaks, I get 2 15-minute breaks a day. I walked on my breaks instead of just sitting and...
Wow.
And
which was
nothing.
Was that purely for stress and anxiety relief, or was that because you were like, I'm going to be a fit boy today?
Yeah, I needed to.
Did you get your what the hell are those called? Skechers fucking
the light ups?
No. No, the Skechers that are literally shaped like boats, like on the bottom, the rolling. God, I wish
that's
I
what
knew
my New Balance are. The anti-rocker.
What?
It's like reverse camber, but for shoes.
The hell are you saying?
You don't know what that is?
No, dude.
I thought you were a skateboarder. You don't know what a reverse camber is?
No, I literally skateboarded in 7th grade. Sucked so bad I quit. I told you this. It was horrible.
I guess I didn't pick up on the quitting part.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, so I don't take that because I know that it increases appetite. So,
right.
And it worked. Like, I was like, oh, fucking awesome. I'm not, because I knew I wasn't hungry when I was doing all that other shit.
You were just eating. Yeah, okay. I get
My
what you're
body
saying.
just
I get what you're
wanted
saying. I get what you're
flavor.
saying. It's like when you're stoned and you eat the whole pizza and you're like, that didn't need to happen. Keep going.
Yeah. But then the shit part of it was I was up for so long that I got hungry.
Oh, no.
So it was like, it was all for naught. Although I did start watching.
Did you just wake up with wicked heartburn today, too?
I was late for work. My work day started off shit.
Not a great start to the day.
No, it was bad.
I'm sorry.
And then I got myself some almonds for a snacky snack. And when at work, I went to put them in my drawer and the snack dropped. And so I went, I need to pick up snack. On the way down, I decided to headbutt my desk.
Oh, my God.
Which I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah.
This boomp.
It's like Charles in. Oh, you've never seen the show. First episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. When he drops his muffin on the ground. And he bends down to pick it up and he slams his head.
Yeah.
And then he reacts to slamming his head by stomping his foot on the ground and he smashes his muffin.
We got a new plan for tonight, though. I'm going to take my nights at 10 and no later. And I'm gonna wind down. I'm gonna go toddler style. We take the nighties. It's like taking the amount of tranquilizers that I take to go to bed at night is akin to a child. Let's take a bath and brush your teeth.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I got to do that shit.
I look forward to report on how it works.
Yeah.
I also have not been sleeping well.
Yeah, what's going on with you?
I don't know exactly what's going on. I think in part it was anxiety about just, because the last time we were on the meds thing,
Yeah.
and so I've been worried.
Did you get that figured out?
I did get that figured out. I made some calls.
Oh,
Called in some favors. Got myself an appointment over at the doctor's office. Walked in. They were super kind. They gave me all the paperwork. They were like, hey, fill this out on your own time. Don't worry about it. I sat down at the chair. 3 minutes after me sitting down, this is like 25, 30 minutes before my appointment, they told me to show up early, so I did. Right at the crack of ass. Got there 8 a.m. Lady walks out. Alex, I'm going to take you in back. And I was like, this does not sound good. This sounds like my worst nightmare. She took me back there and she weighed me. And I, like you, had myself a bit of a moment on the scale. And then she said, okay, I'm going to come measure your height now.
Did they have a tray of cold meat for you in the...
Best part's coming up. You ready? So so they take me to another room, right? Cold cuts everywhere. You imagine?
That'd be
just
awesome.
bologna and salami. Anyway, okay. First of all, the nurse, sweetest gal. Like, just so kind, right? The most Minnesota accent ever. It was like comical to the point that like it was like awe-striking.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Where you're like, this is so ridiculous. I don't even know what to think about it. I know it's funny. In my heart, I know it's funny. But I'm also like, how are you not hearing this? She's like, okay, so here's the deal. So your doctor, and she's like our age.
Oh.
So like,
Sure.
where are you from?
Was this in Monticello?
It was in Becker.
It was?
Yeah.
I bet I know who it was then. But keep going.
The nurse?
Yeah.
I'll tell you off air where
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
I don't want to out anybody here.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so she's super nice, right? But she's like, so your doctor is going to want you to use my chart, okay? And it's super easy to use my chart. And I'm like, I'm okay. I'll do that. But also, I mean, do you not hear yourself? I mean, okay, anyway. So then the doctor comes in, Dude, coolest fucking doctor that's maybe ever lived. I swear to God. He's probably your age.
Oh.
Super skinny.
Yep.
Right? Skateboards, snowboards, does Muay Thai.
You learned this on your date or at your doctor's office?
Dude, will you shut the fuck up? I let you tell your story.
Yeah, all right.
Okay?
That's fair.
You asshole. Oh, there goes no more swearing for the next 5. Sorry, I used our swear coins.
You really did.
Yeah. So I read all this stuff in his bio on the website. And then just because I'm picking a primary care doctor, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want one to like read their bios and then one of them's like, loves to crochet. I'm like, that's not going to be for me, you know?
That's so funny.
So I like read the bio and it says like all this cool stuff about him, you know? And he does Muay Thai. And he walks in and he's like, Alex, what's going on? I'm like, to be quite honest with you, not like super happy to be at the doctor's office. Very anxious. And he's like, why, man? I was like, I just hate the doctor. You know, it's like, I feel like every time I come here, it's bad news. And he's like, was that our bad or? And I was like, oh, I like this guy. And then it just went from like him asking me the classic like intro questions for a physical. By the way, he didn't touch my bag.
What?
I know.
Do you want me to do it for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was looking forward to the cough to the left,
Yeah.
and I didn't have to. I assume it's because I didn't put any concerns about it. So he was just like, you know, like you have a list of other concerns. He went through just about everything, but like he just was like, at no point was he like, all right, why don't you drop those drawers and let me grab that bag of yours. Anyway, so he's like asking me what medications I take and stuff, and I told him like why I don't take benzodiazepines, you know, because like I don't want the addictive properties, but I also don't want the side effects of benzos, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I brought up like why. It was like part of it is like I just don't like that, but also like because I do like stand up, when I first started taking the medication, I didn't want it to affect the way I was on stage.
Oh, sure.
Because I knew I was going to have to take it before I got on stage because of my anxiety, but I didn't want to take it and then like my act like totally changes. That was like a huge deciding factor for me. And he's like, wait, you do stand up? And I was like, I mean, kinda. I haven't in a long time. Did it for a while. You know, he's like, how long's a while? I was like 4 years. And he's like, holy shit, you're a comedian. It's like, no, I'm not, man. And then he's like, comedy is like straight up my favorite thing. And I was like, okay, he's one of those guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, oh yeah, who's your favorite comedian? And he's going to be like, Joe Rogan, Jeff Foxworthy, you know, none of that. He literally is like, probably Bill Hicks, Doug Stanhope. I really like Dennis Leary before we found out he actually was an asshole.
Wow.
He's like telling jokes. Well, he's like Kinnison, except for the yelling. I mean, Carlin's like my all-time favorite. And I was like,
Holy
okay.
shit.
Like, so you do like comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so he's like, yeah, man. I mean, and he's like, who's your favorite? And I was like, Chappelle. He's like, I get it, for sure. He's a monster. And then he goes, so what kind of like actual comedian, like now today comedians do you listen to? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, like, I don't know. You got any like deep cuts for me? Like check out? And I was like, yeah. I was like, Joe List just came out with a new special. Oh yeah. Dude, have you seen it? It is so good, dude. It's so good. It might be better than Norman's.
I don't understand. Every time I ask a comic if they've seen whatever new special, there's like I don't watch comedy. It's like what the?
It's like I became a comic because I love comedy.
Yeah.
You
What
know?
the fuck?
I don't know. Some people, I think some of it is pretentious, like people just being like, I don't shit where I eat, but like not, you know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, so I was like, Joe List just came out with a new special. Mark Norman's is really good. I really like Chris DiStefano, but he's not for everybody. Dan Soder, I really like. Big J. Okerson, I really like. And I'm like listing off all these people, and he's like, all right, shut up, hold on. And I'm like, okay. And then he's like, grabs a pen, grabs my chart. And then he's like, what were those names again? So he's literally writing comedians' names on my chart, on my official medical chart. It says Joe List, Mark Normand, which is awesome. So anyway, so then we're like talking about all kinds of stuff, and I was like, so you do Muay Thai? And he's like, yeah, I love it. It's amazing. And I was like, are you like, you know, the guys like watch Rogan Muay Thai, or are you like doing it for other reasons? He's like, well, it's great exercise, and it's like kind of like yoga in that it's like therapeutic. And I'm like, I really like this guy. And then, so, you know, we're still talking about that. And then at one point, he's like, so you got any other concerns? And I was like, honestly, this whole region is a problem. He's like, what do you mean? And I was like, I have diarrhea like 5 days a week. And he's like, okay, how's that going for, you know, like, like, it's not good. And I was like, I'm kind of nervous that like I might have Crohn's. And he's, because like I get it off the top too. I throw up all the time.
Sure.
And he's like, oh, no, you don't have Crohn's. And I was like, what makes you say that? He goes, it's the funniest thing a doctor's ever said to me, ever. He goes, well, I'll tell you this. I know you don't have Crohn's because you didn't walk in and say, hey, doc, I'm shitting blood. I was like, right on, man. So I got a new primary care doctor, and he's hilarious. And he also told me my heart rate is great, and my blood pressure is excellent, and my cholesterol is excellent. So all the things that I've been worried about for weeks, months, years, thinking that my heart is horrible and that I'm like on the verge of death at all times. He's like, dude, your resting heart rate is like just north of like professional athlete.
Nice.
And I was like, what? He's like, you're at 64 right now. That's really good. And I was like, I thought that was average. He's like, no, that's not average. And I was like, okay, so like when I work out, my heart rate gets to like 140. And he's like, that's really low. You should probably work out harder. I was like, oh, okay. So I don't know, kind of eased my anxiety. It was sweet, man. I've never had Caitlin, as I'm leaving, she's like, have fun. It's like, Caitlin, I'm going to the doctor. She knew. Not Circus Pizza. You know what I mean? It's like the old version of Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know if you remember Circus Pizza.
Sure.
But then I called her afterwards, and I was like, you will never guess, but I had so much fun at the doctor today. It's great. Sorry. Sorry. So anyway, I haven't been sleeping well, though, dude. Like 4:30 a.m., 5 a.m., I'm falling asleep.
What are you doing? What's your wind down?
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. I just bought a 3DS yesterday. Now I have more Pokemon playing on the couch.
Nice.
No girls will talk to me. It's fantastic.
That's rad.
I love it.
So you do that, but I mean, like, when you look at the clock and you see that it's 10, what do you go?
All right, I got about 4 hours of Pokemon left. That's what I do. It's not that bad, but it is that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mostly because I just have so much shit going on at once. Because, like, I follow people on YouTube who talk about Pokemon and stuff. So, like, I'll turn their videos on my TV. And then I'll, like, have my Pokedex up on my phone.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll have, like, the 3DS going. So, like, I'm just, like, constantly... Like, I'm looking up, like, what's the best team for the, you know, whatever region I'm in.
Sure.
You know, like, depending on the game, you know, teams change. There's different necessities because the move pools are different for different Pokemon. And then also, like, the more prominent, like, Pokemon types in each region change. So, like, in Gen 1, it's grass, I believe. Gen 2 is...
bisexual.
I don't know if that's it. I don't think so. It might. Well, Bisharp is a Pokemon in... Oh, no, it's not. That's in Gen 4. But then, like, Gen 3, it's water Pokemon. There's, like, more of that. So it's like there's, you know... So I'm sitting there, like, pulling up Dexter on my phone. Literally have an app called Dexter. It's a Pokedex. What's up, ladies? Yeah, so that's what I do until like 1:30 in the morning. And I'm like, I should go to bed. And then I'm like, all right, a couple more badges.
Do you play when you're lying in bed, or do you do it?
No, I don't bother Caitlin like that. Although last night I crawled into bed and she was full blown on my pillow on my side of the bed. And I was like, can you move over? And she was like, you have so much space over there.
Well, it's
And I was
because you're
like-
an albatross. You need all that wing space.
She was on my side of the bed.
Yeah.
Like her head was on my pillow. Her legs were on my side. Her side's totally open. I come in to get in my side of the bed. She's like right there. I scooch her a little bit and I say, hey, can you scoot over a little bit? And she's like, about my side. You have so much room over there.
Yeah, I wonder
I
if
was like, Caitlin, you have literally all the room over there. What the hell are you talking about?
I wonder if you look at beds differently though, because you take up so much space that you're like,
You know,
if somebody moves an inch into my zone, it ruins the whole thing.
possibly, but I don't sleep like that sprawled, I don't think.
You don't spread your arms out. You don't sleep like Jesus.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't sleep in Christ air form. There, what's his name? Bob Burnquist. He did the Christ air on Pokemon. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, which by the way, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 are coming out for.
Oh, I'm aware.
Okay.
Me and that felt really weird. Like being like these two. It's weird feeling old talking about video games
Why?
because, like, that was a young person thing. Like when I was young, I was playing Pro Skater 1, Pro Skater 2. And
not
so
young.
now to be like, hey, dude, did you take your vitamins today? Yeah, hell yeah, I did. You know what else? What? Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 are getting re-released. Wow.
Dude, my Amazon order came in, dude. It's got my adult diapers. It's got my soft foods because my dentures are also coming in. And it had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, dude. It was rad.
Speaking of rad, we have people might notice that I'm not fucking with the board at all because
We have producer.
we have
now.
producer. This is Mara.
Hey,
You may recognize her.
shit.
Oh man,
I was chilled out back there. Sorry.
you can turn the swivel the head.
This moves.
Grab that.
Ooh,
There you go.
Oh wow, yeah, that's much clearer.
much better.
Much better.
So Mara's here to help Alex and I not get canceled by marking.
Although I've said it before and I'll fucking say it again. I don't care if people try to cancel me. I know you care if people try to cancel you. So
You.
I don't really care though.
Who's
Yeah.
gonna cancel you?
I mean,
Oh, that's like the thing I'm supposed to write down. I
Yeah.
think. Alright, we got here 25.
oh,
is
are they
awesome.
gonna cut? Are you gonna cut that part?
I mean, I'll put a beep in.
I just don't get, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to cancel me, that's fine. But, like, I don't have any hate in my heart, and I don't mean any ill will against anyone. So, like,
Sure.
come at me. But also, like,
What is there to take away from you now, though?
what do you mean?
Like if somebody tried to cancel you, what would
That's
you
what
lose?
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't have anything to lose.
That's why, like,
And even-
Joey Diaz didn't give a fuck when people were like, "Oh, he used to get BJ's for stage time." He was like, "Yeah."
It's
Have you
also
listened
not
to
even real.
anything?
Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, he literally was saying it, like, as a joke. And then, like,
Yeah, he tells outlandish stories
Right.
that are both fake and real.
yeah. And part of the reason he does that is because then everything's a joke. Because it doesn't fucking matter, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, sorry to get political.
Yeah, you want to move to Texas?
No, not particularly.
Me either.
I will say, though, where he's moving in Texas, I'm pretty sure he's moving to Austin.
Mm-hmm.
I've thought a lot in the past about moving to Austin.
It's so fucking hot out there.
I know,
though.
but Austin is such a great freaking town.
Yeah, I've heard.
And, like, they've got, like, I think I read they have 13 legitimate, like, actual clubs, comedy clubs. 13.
Holy shit.
Not like Minneapolis has, like, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And then there's theaters and all that kind of stuff. And they have 68 open mics, I think, a week.
What?
Yeah.
Are they New York?
Well, they have 68 open mics. They're not all comedy, though. So there's, like, comedy
Well, then why
specific.
even mention that there's open mics?
Because you can do comedy at open mics. That's what people do in, like, Nashville and shit. Because there's, like, music open mics and then, like, spoken word and poetry and whatever.
Blech.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Balls Cabaret was, isn't it? Like, people doing all kinds of shit.
Balls Cabaret?
Isn't that in Minneapolis? I don't fucking know, man.
I don't know what you're talking
I've never been. But, like, the open mic in St. Paul that was run by Ski,
Oh, yeah.
That one was a music open mic too. This is an open mic. It's not all
I never went to it. I don't like that. I don't like the mixing.
Okay, well, you know what, Chris? That's why
come
people call you a
on.
full-blown racist.
Come on. Why do we... Come on.
Enough of the
huh?
mixing. Chris is not about the
Enough of
mixing.
We've mixed enough. Is it tough, you know,
Tread lightly, Chris.
now that they stopped releasing new Dr. Seuss books, being out of work and trying to find other professions?
Why? Because I look like a Who from Whoville, Chris? Is that why?
No, man, you look like all the creatures in the background in Whoville. The people are like, look at that thing.
The Pooh from Whoville?
Those birds like on fucking the Lorax with Zac Efron and T Swift.
All right, well, you look like the Lorax had sex with the driver of Gravedigger, the monster truck.
I like that.
So there's your Dr. Seuss identity. You look like you shop for your plain white T-shirts at Goodwill.
I actually get them from my brother who is losing weight, and he gives me all of his wide shirts. It's like growing up all over again.
That's pretty awesome. It's not that awesome. It's kind of sad, but it's also cool.
Yeah.
You're such a dick.
I'm exhausted. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Mara, how's it going so far?
Excellent.
Great.
Did you know that Mara is a licensed professional wrestler?
Well, like it expired, but I
Oh, it
still,
expired?
Yeah, they expire, but I still have the experience.
You were a pro wrestler?
Yeah, like 16 years ago, I went through pro wrestling training camp. So if you push me over, I
How
can
the
fall
fuck
really
did
well.
it take us 40 fucking minutes for that to come up?
You
31.
told a 30-minute doctor visit story.
It was a huge moment in my life, Chris. It hasn't happened in 10 fucking years. I don't need that attitude out of you.
I'm just saying. You're asking how it took so long.
Was it a 30-minute doctor story?
It was pretty long.
Was it that long?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
I thought that was the plan.
Yeah, well, Chris doesn't usually get all... You are fucking crabby today.
I am.
I don't need the
A little bit.
attitude out of you. Honest to God.
But yeah, you were telling me about that scar on your chest. Would you mind telling Alex a story of how you got that scar?
Yeah, sure. Oh, actually, I'm going to show it off first, so just give me a sec here. I don't know if you could see it from here.
Yeah.
Can you see my
Yeah.
chest?
Looks
Yeah.
like a burn.
Yeah, it was basically like a burn.
Is it like a chemical burn? What the hell happened?
Yeah, it's like Fight Club. We were
Oh,
making soap.
nice.
Don't worry about it. No, what happened was like all the newbies, what do they call it? The camp kids. That's what we were. The training camp kids.
That sounds like getting molested, but go ahead.
I don't know. Basically, they put us in the corner, and then everyone that had showed up that day, because they were doing a show that night, they ran a show every Sunday.
Okay.
And camp every Sunday.
Where was this at?
Hell yeah, that was in Rogers.
Sunday. Rogers Target parking lot. Keep going.
Okay. And then everyone would just line up their like hardest slap, overhand slap, like chop. You watch wrestling? Ever?
I mean, yeah, I did.
You ever seen like Ric Flair?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
do the chop and then say woo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were trying to do it like they were trying to like put their hand through you. Like
And this was to like jack you up or jack them up?
it was kind of like a
It was like
hazing ritual.
initiation?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
Yep.
they did
So they all
initiations.
they all took turns. And like I'm sure they hurt their hands. That's how hard
and
they were
and
hitting.
it
And so everyone hits we're all trained to hit like the same spot. Like you don't want to hit collarbone. You don't want to hit nipple. You want to hit the sweet spot in between. And they all hit the same spot.
Jesus
And
Christ.
it turned like that night it turned black. And then
black.
Yeah.
Like a
I'm not,
burn black.
Yeah. Like everyone else, like it was like a funny thing. Like, oh look, we all got chopped and like theirs was red. But mine was the only one that turned black.
What's that anime movie? Is it Princess
Christ.
the Princess of the Woods? There's like a big wolf.
Mononoke?
Yes, Princess Mononoke. When that dude is getting all the black stuff that encompasses him, do you know what I'm talking about?
I haven't seen the film.
What?
I wanted to see it in theaters because it was in theaters that like 20 years ago, but I never got to. It wasn't at the Alaska theater.
Oh, well, listeners, if that reference lands with you, make fun of Alex in the comments, if you wouldn't mind.
You know what?
You're like one of those school fish that's like, you're like an extra in the background in like the movie Finding Nemo. Because you have a fishy face.
Yeah? I'm going to ink all over you, Chris.
All right, sorry, keep going.
So so it turns black. And then, so your skin is essentially burned from people hitting it so hard.
Yep. And like the entire week leading up to the next training camp, I didn't wear a shirt. It hurt too much to have a shirt on top of the
Christ.
Yeah. And it started little bubbles.
Oh my
of
God.
pus.
Did you go to the physician's office?
No, I didn't have a job. I was in pro wrestling school. It's like basically like going to clown college. It's like being a carny. Yeah. Essentially, you're a carny.
Fucking right on.
And then I went in the next Sunday because that was, I went to the next training camp. By then, it was all bubbly and it was like I could put a shirt on. It was healing, I guess. And I got shot off the ropes by a guy named Animal Sam, this big, lanky, skinny dude.
Animal Sam.
Animal Sam, yep. He actually had a collar with like a chain on it. He had a manager that like held him on a leash.
Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
we were doing clotheslines. We were practicing clotheslines.
Right.
So he throws me off, hits me right.
Oh God.
Arm hits it. And it pops every pus-filled bubble, and like my shirt is wet. And that's what the scar is where each bubble was that got popped. Yeah. Form these giant like quarter-sized scabs.
That is horrifying. Oh my God.
So yeah, you could, whenever people say it's fake, you got that story lined up.
It's fucking super real. Was that the getting out of wrestling point for you, or?
No, they closed the school, right? Just out of nowhere. Like the guy's like, "Oh, I'm closing it," and then, no, it's cool though because I didn't have to pay.
You didn't have to pay?
I paid the down payment was like $900.
Wow!
But I didn't have to pay the rest of it.
What was the rest of it going to be?
It was like $3,000 total. Yeah, you don't make that much money.
Do you think maybe this guy just does this in every small town he can find?
Yeah, he's like the monorail guy.
He literally he's like the worst snake oil salesman ever. Just packs up his cart. Yeah, gets out of town and then goes to Becker and fucking starts a wrestle.
He goes like 2 miles down.
Yeah, because
easy to find.
Yeah, because there's no phones.
Because unlike the rest of the world, word does not travel fast here.
Well, the people in wrestling didn't, according to yourself, didn't have jobs, so they probably didn't have the money to buy cell phones 20 years ago. So you had to run to a payphone in Rogers and.
Did you hear the news?
Yeah, I'll call it the Tribune. They need to hear about this. That's insane. Hey, good for you. That's a life experience, though, eh? I mean, you're wearing it, That's insane. Wow.
I call it a pearl necklace.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Hey, we hit 1,000 downloads today.
Yeah, we did.
Fucking crazy.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to the Dude Absolutely podcast, as well as the Duck Duck Grey Duke network of podcasts.
Yeah.
Which includes Duck Duck Grey Duke, a podcast with Chris and his beautiful wife, Kim.
Dude absolutely didn't even make the top 15.
Of your 3 podcasts?
No, of the 10 most downloaded. It's all Not So Anonymous and the episode with my parents. So thank you guys for listening to the Not So Anonymous.
So you pumped me up.
Yeah, we're not doing the best.
So you pumped
I mean, I'm
me
doing
up.
the best because I'm involved in all of them.
So you pumped me up so much. And I literally said to you, you did this, right? And then you said, we did this.
I did say that.
Yeah.
It's because I love you.
Only to on air. Full-blown revoke that compliment.
I did it.
God, you're an asshole. Who fucking hurt you today, man?
Oh, everybody.
God, I hate you sometimes.
Here's the thing that like gets me like super frustrated is
Oh yeah.
I don't like making extra work for other people. So
Okay.
that's what makes me the most upset is I walk by and I'm seeing people
Okay.
do shit that appears to be my fault, which fucking makes me so mad. I hate that they have to do extra work regardless of whose fault it is, but like when
when it's not you, but people think it's you, and then you can't like provide.
well,
any
to them it
rebuttal.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. They're having to do all this shit. So like I'm constantly trying to fix those issues.
Okay.
And so for that to happen to me is like, of all the people at that place, the worst person for it to happen to, because I get the most frustrated. I'm very, you know how like I'm open, bubbly, whatever. Work?
Some days, sure. Yeah.
No. There's maybe one person who thinks I'm like fun, but beyond that, not fun guy.
Really?
Yeah. Very serious.
So,
I hate when people try
you're
to make
bringing work home now, huh? Is that the
It's happening. It happened.
leave work at work, Chris?
All right.
Sheesh.
Let me refocus.
So you haven't seen Joe List's new stand-up special?
Alex's taint. Alex's taint.
Why?
Okay.
Okay. So you haven't seen Joe List's new special?
No, I haven't.
It's really good. Watch it tonight.
Okay.
It's so good, dude. It is to me. I mean, you've heard my favorite jokes from his Netflix one.
Yeah.
You know, the like hot butter. Why don't you squirt some of that hot butter on my chest and call me a bitch? You know, it's just like, it's that like the whole time. It's just very Joe List jokes. Like,
Yeah.
and he's like what you want comedy to be. You know what I mean? Like him and like Normand, you know, like they're making jokes. They're being silly. You know, it's great.
Yeah.
So watch that. It's very good.
Okay.
Also, dude, have you seen the show The X-Files?
Yeah.
What?
Like pop culture.
Two things. One, a simple yes would have
Sorry.
sufficed.
I just.
Two, quit being such a dick.
But that was like you saying like, do you like food?
No, it's not.
Yeah. Everybody. Have you seen the X-Files, Mara?
The what files?
The X-Files, the TV show.
Like an algebra show? Zach's
I
like a
can't tell if you're-
variable?
You being serious or you?
I
No,
think we
s-
watched the same show. Yeah, the algebra one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's on Nickelodeon, like Nick Jr.
Okay, so crazy story. You guys, there's another show called The X-Files that's about aliens, not algebra.
With the guy with the hair, and he goes, aliens. That guy?
No, that's Ancient Aliens. No, this one is
Oh.
with David Duchovny from Californication.
The sex addict?
Yeah, from Californication. Yeah.
Love that show.
You'd really like it, I think. Well, actually, maybe not if you like the math show.
Well,
This is less about math.
I know, I actually hate the math show.
yeah,
Okay,
nobody
huge.
liked it.
Okay.
But we had to watch.
Okay. So, and we're not talking about Breaking Bad, the meth show, right? We are talking about math.
Did you say Breaking Bread or Breaking Bad?
No, Breaking Bread is the show about the Last Supper that
Oh.
lasted 13 seasons because they went through every disciple and then Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, that's
that
the
was
one I was
pretty
thinking
good.
of.
You didn't even fucking.
No, I was going along
Go
with you.
fuck
I was
yourself.
just sanding.
You piece of shit.
You don't want me to sand?
You can go fuck yourself. All right, we're gonna do Test That Pram. No, we're not. We're gonna do brought to you by. So like you went first last week. But
Oh, yeah.
But you're gonna go first again this week because I wrote these ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wrote both of them for the other ones, though.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Just let me have this.
Okay. Take two?
You've just been such a bully jerk today.
I know. What are those mugs called?
This?
Steins.
Stein. Thank you.
I'm also being so whiny about it. So, two sides to every coin. Here, have some syrup.
I can't wait to put that. Do I have one or two?
You have one.
Your handwriting's so nice.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, thanks, man.
My handwriting? That's why I type mine.
Yeah.
This week's episode of Dude Absolutely is brought to you by giant macaroni noodles filled with cheese made from the milk of chinchillas.
Sorry about that.
It's so soft, that milk.
It's creamy. The milk cuddles your tongue. What was the voice I did?
Comes with an extra packet of lava bath. Or lava dust for the lava bath. You see, my brain went, they bathe in the lava dust.
Correct. Okay, so what was the voice I did? So I usually do this. You know?
Dude, this is so funny. You have said this like 4 or 5 times on the show. You do this sportscaster voice, but you pose it in that it's new information every time.
Oh, no, because there was a different voice I did. No, so I do the sportscaster voice every time. But last time afterwards, I did it in a different voice.
Oh.
That was kind of like today's. Yeah, that's what it is. This episode of Dude Absolutely is brought to you by paper thin walls in an apartment in Rhode Island.
I like that one a lot.
Your neighbors are definitely having sex. And also, who's playing that Mexican music?
This episode of Dude Absolutely is brought to you by diarrhea. It's running down my legs.
Do you remember that song from elementary school? The if you're walking down, you know, you do the.
Are you singing Whip It?
Diarrhea. I don't know.
When a problem comes along, diarrhea.
If you're climbing up a ladder and you feel something splatter.
Diarrhea.
Oh.
Diarrhea. Yeah.
Now I remember.
Yeah. Nice.
Thanks, Mara.
Thank you. This episode of Dude Absolutely is brought to you by people who say I'm good, how are you, right after you say I'm good, how are you.
That happens all the fucking time to me. God damn it.
Like you do it all the time?
No.
Oh.
I'm so fucking good at my job that I have like this. I can do like 3 things while I'm talking to somebody on the phone. And I'd be like, all right, is there anything else I can help you with? All right, you have a nice day. And they'll always go, They're so used to being the one that does it that they're like, you also.
Yeah. Or you're like, yeah, you do the. Okay. Anyway.
They like to do, I'm Jeff from Ace Hardware.
Oh, and then
there's just a
like,
pause.
And you're like, hey, Jeff, don't give a fuck. What do you need, Jeff?
I go, what can I do for you? As though to say, what's with all this dead space?
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, don't you need something?
This episode of Dude Absolutely brought to you by Dead Space. This episode of Dude Absolutely is brought to you by Dr. Dre's The Chronic 2001 and Space Odyssey. There's so much fucking space. Or, damn it, I was going to say, na. There's so much fucking space. Whatever.
I got it. Well done. All right, last one, right?
I think so.
Ooh. This episode of Dude Absolutely is brought to you by the kind of darkness that makes you say, are my eyes closed or did I get kidnapped by Al-Qaeda?
Do you think that person goes to sleep? You know how like there's white noise machines?
Yeah.
It's the
I
sound
don't know why I laughed at that part. Yeah.
Of terrorists being waterboarded. Instead of a babbling brook.
Son of a bitch. and then you're like,
Is that Arnold's grandpa?
yeah, it is.
Oh, I meant like, hey, Arnold's grandpa.
I'm up in Canada. Hello. What is he? No, he's like, I'm at the North Pole. Check it out.
Yeah.
Look at that sign over there.
Look at this sign over there. It says stop.
Look at the sign.
But in Arctic.
It's Arnold. Hey, look, I'm in the Arctic. Check it out.
Should we Arnold asking if
Arnold meets Arnold?
Arnold meets Arnold and like they're both starstruck.
Oh, yeah. I'm down. Okay. All right. Do you wanna
Anyway,
start
so
it off?
after this, we're going to Home Depot. Oh my God.
Are you who I think you are?
No, are you who I think you are? You have no idea. I am such a big fan.
You are such an impressive. Yo, look at your muscles.
Oh,
They're
stop.
so real.
Your muscles, look the range that you have when you do.
I didn't think you were a
films.
real guy. This is unbelievable.
You have to understand. Come with me if you want an autograph, but also afterwards, I want your autograph.
That's so crazy that you say that, because I was just going to say, if we hurry up, we can get through the chopper that's over there. What? What voice did I turn into there? He said just Arnold from Switzerland. So anyway, I do have a question for you.
You can ask me literally anything. I've been waiting to talk to you for years.
Not everyone asked this question. I can't do this fucking voice. You know I suck at Arnold.
No, you do. You do really good. I think we're just so used to doing it in phrases.
Yeah, you just do like 3 words at a time. You don't talk like Arnold.
Your brother does, though.
My brother could talk like Arnold. He's very good.
Can do it wherever.
See, but like if we did other, like we talked about, if we did other like creepy characters, I'd be super down for that. I could just talk like creepy.
It is
person all the
funny
time.
that we really do excel at like dumb or creepy characters.
Yeah. Yeah, those, which,
Actually,
what are we? Dumb and creepy. So. Yes. There he is. It's Chris.
I was wondering if I don't know if you've ever heard of Tannerat before.
That was such a good part in that whole. Tannerat. I don't know how you do that voice. That one and the I say, Chris, Gerald.
It's like you're. It's so. It's irritating that you have to speak at all.
What happened to my sleep mask?
Are there children playing on that playground?
Yuck.
Ew. Where do children come from, Gerald?
I was a child once. Then I got a fucking job.
Oh fuck! Have you seen God damn it! What's the movie called? Johnny Depp plays like a pompous British guy. He has a mustache.
Mordecai?
Yes, Mordecai.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my fuck, dude!
Is it good?
It's so underrated.
Is it funny?
It's very funny.
Is
like
it
Johnny
supposed
Depp.
to be funny?
Yeah,
Okay.
Johnny Depp. I've never seen him play a character like this.
Well, like Captain Jack Sparrow was supposed to be like comedic relief of the entire.
Yeah, but he had moments where he could be serious and suave. This guy is just a buffoon the whole way
I
through.
can be serious and a pirate, savvy?
That was just Alex Petra.
In a weird accent.
So he goes to America to buy art, like,
Oreos? Yeah.
and he shows up at this hotel in California, and somebody is like, "Can I help you with your bags?" No, I have a fucking manservant.
That's super funny. I'll check it out. What is it on anything? Is it on Amazon? Is it
Yeah,
on?
it's on Amazon Prime.
Really? Okay, I'll check
Gwyneth
that out.
Paltrow's in it.
Really? Star-studded cast.
Yes, it's very fun.
Wow.
The underrated.
Does she ever turn to the camera and say, go to goop.com and get a coffee enema?
Yeah, what the fuck is all that goop stuff?
It's Gwyneth Paltrow's company, dude.
But what is it? Is it a think tank?
No, it's like it's a lifestyle brand that promotes wellness and total bullshit.
It's like Oprah, but with a yeast infection.
She literally sells coffee enemas. Like you can put coffee water, which is just coffee, Alex, you fucking doorknob, in your arse.
All right, look, what you do is...
Okay, listen here, lads. Okay, we've got a new product in, and we're gonna sell it as it's a coffee enema. All right,
Mate,
so okay.
coffee goes in your mouth.
Well, that too, but here's the deal with the coffee enema.
No.
It convinces people that the enema's working better, okay, because it's brown already.
Oh.
So you put it in your arse. Well, really, it's more of you gotta. It's a 2-man job. This enema,
Right.
because I'm all over the world right now. I am in just about every colony that Britain had. Anyway, so you take this enema, see,
Right.
and first what you do is you make it, and then you have your best pal, your best mate, walk over to the. So what you do is you make your best mate grab a funnel, okay?
Okay, screw the funnel.
So he takes the funnel
Where's he put the funnel?
in your arse,
Get out of here in the ooze.
right in your sheeter,
Oh, my shater.
right in your back door,
Oh, my goodness.
right in your old back pussy. So he takes it, he takes the funnel.
And you know what my grandpa used to call it was his prison puss.
It's really funny. I heard one today. The oh shit, Dirty Star.
Sure.
if that's
That's
it,
a
though.
little on the nose, huh?
Yeah.
Which
Balloon Knot is another good one.
Balloon Knot is a really good one.
Chocolate starfish?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Fred Durst. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
hot dog flavored water.
Mm-hmm.
And my personal favorite is the Sheriff's Badge.
Oh, we used to call my brother and sister-in-law's dog, rest in peace, Dia. Her asshole looked like a pizza combo. You know those little
Yeah.
pizza combo things. So now he'd
She
be
had a
like,
wide
"Ugh."
set anus, huh?
Her pizza combos. Ugh. She had a very tiny tail.
So my friend of mine growing up, he had a Rottweiler that was like a rescue. So
Uh-huh.
they had cut the tail off of it because it was bred to be a fighting dog, like a dog fight dog, right?
Yeah.
So they cut the tails and the ears off of those so they don't get them chewed off when they're fighting.
Sure.
So he had no tail. He had a little nub.
Mm.
But his nub was always down over his beehole, except for when he was going to fart. So he'd be sitting there, and then his tail would go up, and we'd push his tail back down. And then he would just go into the other room. and fart. Also, super gross that this is a thing, but I don't even know if I should tell this. I haven't said any names, so whatever. These people's house, I swear to God, Chris, they had 2 levels, 2 floors on this house.
Nothing happens when you die. Keep going.
But the bottom floor of the house was the shit room.
Okay. What happened in the shit room?
They didn't let the dogs outside because they had 3 acres and no fence
Sure.
and didn't want to put collars on the dogs. So when the dogs had to shit, they sent them downstairs to poop on the ground. And then they never picked up the poop
In the house?
in the house. So the basement of their house was covered and smelled exactly like dog shit.
Why didn't they just live outside?
I don't know. How, like, I've never ever heard of that being. Most things you hear of something. I mean,
How much
So-
meth was in the house?
zero meth. Zero meth. Alcoholism, but zero meth.
Were they hoarders?
Ooh.
No.
Poo hoarders.
No, because they didn't have a lot of things.
But they did have a lot of shit.
Yeah. Nice. Well done to both of you. They also had a llama. They actually had 2 llamas. Yep.
Did that shit in the house too?
No, they lived outside.
I
It
lo-
wasn't like Steve the donkey and Waterboy.
Wouldn't that be great though if they brought the llama into shit?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you feel bad that we let the dogs.
The
do it."
llama's name was Llama. Yeah, it was just a kind of a free for all at that house.
I mean, it sounds like a free fall. More like.
Well, there has since been sobriety has been achieved since the days of old.
Congrats.
Which is excellent, obviously. Much healthier, much happier, much more together. But at the time, It was rather gross.
They live by themselves, or this was a family?
I don't really want to give all the details
that's
away,
fine.
you know? But, like, some wild shit used to go down at that house.
Literally. That's awful.
Yeah.
I hate it. It makes me very upset.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about the dogs, dude.
I feel like the dogs wouldn't really give a fuck because they're like, whatever. Shit's shit.
I know, but
Whether it's outside, inside.
I know, but, like
They didn't take
go
care of the
down-
dogs?
Well, they go downstairs. I'm sure they eat the shit, too, right?
Well, Bali for them.
There's
Ole.
B12 in it. It's good for you.
Does it really? Does dog shit have B12? Or is
I
it
think
just all
everyone's.
poop?
It's
has
all poop,
D12?
yeah. Because there's like bacteria that makes
Does it have D12 in it?
The
You know what I mean?
raptor?
Like D12, dude, Slim Shady.
I understood that
Obi
reference.
Trice.
Yeah.
Real name, no gimmicks. Every
Dude.
2 trailer park girls. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
That was you saying shut up without saying shut up.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Quote Eminem more.
I'm just so mad about this.
I know. I shouldn't have brought it up. That was stupid.
All right, let's move
I'm
on.
embarrassed.
Thank you.
Okay, so
So we're topping the charts, and
no, we're not topping the charts, actually. According to you, we're the bottom of the charts.
but we're power bottoms, you know?
I don't feel like I am. I feel like I'm very
Yeah.
much on bottom because someone made me.
Your anus is so high up,
How do you know?
along with your genitals.
How do you know?
Because I have photographic evidence.
Of my anus?
And balls. Which is weird that your balls are so much lower than your asshole. Back to
Can
your
you
asshole,
imagine?
though. I mean, it's got to kill your back to have intercourse with anybody because you're so high up. You're either having
Yeah,
to
'cause I look
lift
like
them up.
Because I look like an ahi tuna roll every time I'm getting banged.
So
Just
you
gotta
have to
fold.
either put somebody on a cherry picker so that they can hoist their keister up there, or you have to lay down in bottom, dude.
I'm not a huge fan of this fantasy that you've
No?
got going on right now. But I will tell you, for the sake of both yes-anding and kind of coming full circle on this one, 'cause my body's like in a circle when I'm getting fucked. And so
I was
coming
on board
full
with
circle.
that.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I got
Mara
it.
gets it.
Have you ever put anything in your ass?
Yes, but not on purpose.
Okay.
My finger went through the toilet paper one time.
Oh.
People make that joke, but my finger actually did go through the toilet paper,
Mm-hmm.
and it was on the first wipe. So gross. Like, went through.
That is very upsetting as well.
Yeah, and then there was like, I had never felt the consistency of human poop before.
Oh.
And I feel like my poop is not really like a good sample to compare, the Homo sapien species against other mammal poop because, well, my poop is. I feel like my poop is like the exotic of.
I feel like your shit. Have you ever seen raw honey get granulated?
Yeah, it's not that bad, but it's bad. That particular one felt almost like. Do you remember the oatmeal that had dinosaur eggs in it, and then it would hatch into dinosaurs?
Yeah, I know what you're
That
talking
was
about.
kind of the consistency. Because it was like chunky in spots, but it was mostly just like
Yeah,
recently made oatmeal.
that's really funny.
It was also horrifying. I literally like had shit on my hands and then vomited because I had poop on my hands. So I made vomit out of my butt. Went to clean up the butt vomit. Put my hand all up in the butt vomit. Pulled it away. Saw the butt vomit on my hand. Turned around. Mouth vomited. And then had to, before I wiped the vomit off my face,
Yeah.
had to wipe poop off of my hands.
Was this like single ply or was like a particularly aggressive wipe?
I would say
Were you
that
wiping your ass in Uganda?
I am both
Why
an
was it-
aggressive wiper and not the person who buys the toilet paper, so I'm recusing myself from responsibility for the toilet
This
paper
was
purchase.
recent?
But no. I didn't buy
Oh.
toilet paper when I was a child,
I
Chris.
suppose that's a good point.
But we use used single ply, but it was like the puffy single ply. So it's like it acted like it was like single ply that got butt implants.
It's like false sense of security. Like you think you could dig in, but
yeah,
it doesn't
but
have
absolutely
it.
not digging. Right? Yeah, and I needed to really get in there because I got that. I have a lot of hair down there,
Forest.
Naturally.
Sure.
And so I went in for a scoop, and there was a lot of leftovers, and
Sure.
it was just not.
A lot of curry.
Chris, I can't tell if you're insulting Indian food right now,
No.
or if you're just.
That's just a consistency.
No, as I mentioned, it was like dino oatmeal.
Right.
Except it was like. Except
you had
it was
already
like.
explained it.
Yeah, it was like
right.
oops all oatmeal, and then somebody.
It was just you kept telling the same story, so I was trying to
Oh yeah,
keep going.
I keep telling the same. Okay, what else you got, Chris?
I stuck something.
You got
up
a
my,
whole fucking podcast about telling the same story, Chief.
That is a very good point.
Yeah,
that's how I know I'm getting
and
old.
people apparently love it because it's the #1 on the charts,
crushing.
which is, all seriousness, good news for you. But I will be sabotaging your RSS feed. So. I'm gonna hijack the RSS feed and just send it to a clip of Rick Astley singing "Never Gonna Give You Up." For an
Gonna
entire,
rickroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna rickroll your audience. And
Turn that RS feed into an rickroll feed.
okay, so what's up?
So I was just saying that I put something up my ass to prove a point because I love anal so much, and Kim was like, "Why don't you stick something up your ass?" And I was like, "Fine."
Oh, you're okay. So you're serious about how you?
Yeah, I like dick in butt. Some people like breakfast in bed.
Here's a question for you, Chris.
Yeah.
Does she like it?
I mean, I don't want to speak for her, but no, she hates it. So we haven't done it in years.
Okay. So should have never done it in the first place.
I know.
Chris.
But, well, no, because we used to do it a lot. And then she was like, this shit's getting old. And
So you used to do it a lot because she wanted to, or because you were or because you were like, I love when I take it out
was a
and then I
mutual
pee, and it's like a chia pet of poop comes out of my penis.
It's like, you know how some girls will do something because they know how much it turns you on? And so the fact that they can do that to you, then in turn turns them on. So it's like that, the fact that I can do this to you.
Yeah, you sound like you're trying to, finagle your way into not being wrong about this.
No, I'm just saying that.
I know I'm being an asshole.
I think that's why.
I think you're right. I think that's there's a similar thing there for men as well, because I think when men perform like cunnilingus, for example,
Yep.
or if you're not with a woman and you're with another man,
Cunnilingus is cunnilingus.
I know, but no,
Fellation?
it's not. Cunnilingus is on the. I don't want to say the C word, but it's on. That's the one.
Clitoris?
No,
Just say clitoris.
What do they call it?
Yeah, but don't. See, you didn't need
I
to say
hate
it.
that word. Beep that.
Vulva.
Vulva. There you
Nice.
go.
Yes. So, but then, fellatio is on a man's parts.
Yeah,
So,
but it's all the same.
The tissue's analogous.
so all I'm saying is,
What
like,
are you
I
saying?
can't imagine that sucking dick is fun. You know what I mean? But,
Right.
But the
Oh,
fact that
yes,
you're
yes, yes.
pleasing somebody else.
Yes. Yeah, I 100% agree.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotcha. But yeah, I
Yes.
stuck a butt plug in my butthole.
Did you know?
Mm-hmm.
Was it dry when you put it in, or was it?
Dry? Why would I do that?
Because you're clearly a psycho, so I was just thinking maybe you took it a step
It is
further.
a good point. I am a little psychotic, but
No, so it was not. You lubricated it,
yeah, I lubed it up.
which is, and I don't. It's not necessarily gay or not gay, because
Mhm.
the act itself, like we talked about, is not gay. I mean, I guess I don't know for sure. I've never had it happen to me, but some dudes, very straight dudes, really
Yeah.
love getting reamed in the hiney.
Oh, dude. Have you
There's
ever
a
gotten
lot
a rim
of-
job?
No.
Oh,
Chris,
my God.
I would never send. This is much like in
Jurassic Park.
I would never ask Caitlin to perform oral. On
it's
me.
like
I
asking
wouldn't-
her to move to Rhode Island.
I mean, I do ask her, like sometimes like when I'm being silly or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow, my grandma cannot see this episode. My grandma's like, seen a couple of these episodes. And
Have
she
you heard
cannot
that
see
Jim
this.
Norton bit where he is talking about how,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And you start to do the heel lift thing?
Yep. But I just don't like the idea that you're like putting something in there and like actively choking them with it, You're like, put me inside your breathing hole and then put your other breathing holes.
Do you have a perforated anus?
No,
Why?
what I'm saying is
Because they
to-
put their
for the-
breathing hole around,
yeah, Chris,
and then it goes
Chris,
into yours.
Chris, I'm saying on the oral on the penis.
Oh, and the penis. Yes, okay.
Right.
So we're back to the penis.
So what I'm saying is I can't even fathom asking somebody to. You know what I'm saying? Because that's so much.
Yes. You already feel bad that they're doing the one.
Because like if I'm doing that to Caitlin, right, or whatever,
Mhm.
which whatever, to Caitlin or a teddy bear if I'm practicing.
Sure.
Our nose goes above all the stinky areas, unless
Okay.
you're in 69 mode, right?
Yeah.
Right. But because a man's junk is, I believe, to be, and this might not be a very popular opinion, I believe a man's junk smells so much worse than, right?
Yeah.
So they put their mouth down here, and then their nose is right in the stinkies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
To ask them to put their mouth on the super stinky and then go to the second most stinky area, which is the taint with
Yeah.
their nose. Oh, no. Not
It's like the hobbits going to Mordor, except instead of throwing the ring into the volcano, they're throwing their tongue into the volcano.
Oh, I was going to say it's more like Princess Bride and the Bog of Eternal Stench.
Wow.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I know it's
you
not.
you could fucking be the guy.
Inigo Montoya?
No, not what? Never Inigo Montoya. You could fucking be Zorro. Why can't I think of his fucking name? Mara?
Carrie Elwes.
That's the actor.
That's the actor's name. What's his name in Princess Bride, though? Dude, okay, so years ago, I asked like who.
Years ago.
I asked somebody like who plays the princess in the movie, and I was like, "Is it Helen Hunt?" I don't know how I got her mixed up with. I don't even know the name of it, but she's in. Isn't she the Forrest Gump gal too?
1987 is when that fucking. Oh yeah, she is Jenny.
Yeah, she's Jenny.
Wesley.
Yes, Wesley. That is correct. Ding, ding, frickin' ding. That's such a good movie.
But you could be that guy, dude.
You think so?
Yeah,
He's handsome as hell.
he's handsome.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
You could be Andre the Giant.
Oh fuck. But anyways, yeah, I stuck that thing up my ass, and but wait. Actually, let me circle back, because as you know, ass eating has been a topic of the initial show that started it all.
What show?
Barstool.
Oh,
What is it? Call her daddy.
call it. No, it's 2 chicks, 1 cup.
There it is.
Yeah.
2
2 chicks, 1 mic. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's the best, dude.
Eating butt.
Eating butt, having butt eaten. I do it. It's a whole preparation. It's like
I'm
date
far
night,
less adventurous in the sheets than you are, I think.
for sure.
And maybe that's because like I wasn't, getting after it at an age that you were
Oh, okay.
back in the day. You've had years more experience than I have.
That's a good point. But none of that wild shit ever happened until Kim and I got together.
Right, and you've been married for 12 years.
Actually, almost 14 years.
An idiot. Well, you have been married for 12 years.
That is true.
Correct. You've also been married for 5 years.
That's like that whole, what is that pen argument?
Penn and Teller?
No.
Oh.
Do you have a pen? No. Do you have 2 pens? Well, now that you ask.
Yeah. Isn't it? Who tells that joke?
It's Delilia.
Oh, yeah.
I know. So are you a boob guy more than a butt
I'm
guy?
a butt guy.
You are a butt guy.
But I'm not like going inside the butt guy.
See, that's interesting. So you
Why?
like the zoo. You don't want to feed the animals.
I like to
You want to be behind the glass.
I like to
That's
feed
nice.
I like to feed the animals, but I'd prefer to feed wild horses than animals in a zoo. Because in the
I think you're
zoo, the
missing my
horses didn't
analogy.
choose to be there.
Oh,
I'm not missing it.
You're going.
In the zoo, the zebra.
All right, fine. I'm trying to say you
I get what you're saying.
you love the art. Look at this painting
Look
on
at
the
the
wall.
butt. Right? Yes.
I got you.
Look at the beautiful butt. Not.
Yes.
I want to see what happens inside there.
That sounds like a grandpa seeing his grandson for the first time.
Oh, look at the beautiful butt. He's got a nice butt.
You're cool just walking by the chocolate factory. You don't want the tour.
Exactly. I didn't want the golden ticket in the first place. I'm just happy Willy Wonka's here.
Wow,
Yes.
killer fucking reference.
Yes.
God damn, that was good.
Yeah. So, and that's so.
Because there's the chocolate river in there. There's so
yeah,
many.
it's a, yeah.
God, that
that's
was
a
good.
Excellent analogy.
Well done, Mara.
I might lose my fucking chair in this podcast.
Yeah.
You have been far funnier than I have today. I don't know if I'm a fan of it. Anyway, no, this is excellent. I'm super happy we have.
Sounds like you're against it. But
So, okay,
sexist.
Chris. You sound like you're against me.
I
And I'm
mean,
still here.
I want to be
You
against you.
dickhead. Okay, so what I was going to say, though, is I kind of like, I get more, dude, this might be our Tim Dillon episode.
Okay. Okay, so you adhere to like some of the I wouldn't say you like conspiracies.
I'm saying Caitlin's coming over on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
We might have to re-record this episode.
This one?
Yeah. Dude, I've said so many things that Caitlin doesn't want public, I'm sure.
I could just cut it out. What time are we at, Mara?
1:20.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
there's
All
plenty.
right, so we've had like over an hour of probably.
I'll do a
talking
comical
about.
cut.
Okay, then I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna tell this anyway.
Are
like a
your
combo of the two.
shoelaces made out of it looks like the way that they tie curtains? Those like ropes?
Yeah, dude. They're like miniature versions of that. No, these are actually the hairs of mares.
Wow.
Yeah, they're mare's hairs laces.
Yeah. Brought to you by Hares Mares.
Welcome to Hare's Bears. It's a guy named Harry who owns a horse store. Hey, folks, welcome to Hare's Mares.
I am
At
looking.
Hare's Mares, you can find all the mares that you might need for your players and gares.
Can you move your eyebrows? Can you do the things? Oh, you have a hat on. Mara, whose brow goes up higher?
Damn. This is a tie. This is a tie for sure.
Oh.
Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
Yeah, I can
Can
actually.
you do it both?
Can I?
No. No, that one looks strokey.
Anyway,
Why do you hide that sweet fucking hair of yours?
does it look good today?
Yes, it always looks good.
Oh, God, it looks greasy as hell, Chris.
Well, yeah, but it always looks greasy.
Okay, just because you don't shower doesn't mean that...
I know grease.
Yeah, I know.
Same.
And what I'm saying is... you look...
You got a premise this week or what?
I don't know. Do you have a premise?
Are we
this
gonna
week?
fuck or what?
It's the only reason I'm here. I did not drive 15 minutes to not get some D.
Dude, I like that as an idea, like a guy going on a date. He's like about to order.
But
I'll get. All right, are we gonna fuck or what? Because
the date is like done, whatever, right? And then he's like, they're like about to say goodbye, and then he's like, "We gonna fuck or what?" Took you out to this great dinner, and then it like cuts back to them at like KFC or something. I made this really special night for you. We got an Uber Black.
or he's doing like the Mark Norman water cooler thing where he's trying not to blow it. compliment her hair, ask her how her week's going. So, are we gonna fuck or what? Damn it! Fuck.
Son of a. Yeah, that's damn.
You got a Prumus or?
Kind of.
I like that you shook your bubbler. What's in your Prometheus?
This?
Yeah, container.
It's water.
Get your agua on, dude.
Okay, so my premise is again, it's similar to how some of my other premises have been. And it's actually kind of about something that we already talked about today. But
is it butt stuff?
No.
Damn it.
No, it's about Pokemon and how, like, for when I was a kid and Pokemon was cool, I felt cool because I played Pokemon, right? But I also loved Pokemon. And then quickly Pokemon became not cool. But I still loved Pokemon, right? So now I'm playing Pokemon like sort of underground, and I don't want people to know that I play Pokemon, right? And then when it came time to kind of like make the decision, like, do I buy the newest Pokemon? Like, because some of the people I go to school with work at Target now, you know? I don't want to see me, you know, buying. So then I quit playing Pokemon, right?
Okay.
And now I'm at a stage in my life where I'm playing more Pokemon than I ever did, right? But, like, the people that I was trying to hide the Pokemon from don't even know that I exist anymore, let alone that Pokemon exists. But I still have that feeling in my brain all the time, like when I sit down and play my Game Boy, like looking out the window, like I don't want to see. It's like, is that Travis out there? I don't want him to see me playing Pokemon. Like, literally, like, the time in my life that I have completely caved to the true, like, dork dweeb that I am in my heart and soul is, like, the one time in my life that, like, I can say with confidence that there is a beautiful girl that is seriously attracted to me. So much so that she's going to let me bang her for the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's wild. All the things I thought about Pokemon that were going to hold me back in life. You know what I'm saying?
I see. Yes,
it's like,
yes,
I don't want
yes.
people to see me. I don't want to change my reputation. It's like, turns out Pokemon was the fucking answer the whole time.
Yeah.
Can you imagine where I'd be if I just kept playing Pokemon? Dude, I would have got so much puss in high school. I would have definitely been asked to smoke weed a lot earlier than I was. I probably would have gone into, like, I don't know, Michigan or Michigan State or something. Would have graduated with a degree. Right now, I'd be fucking working on Wall Street, you know, just making millions. If I had just kept playing past Pearl version.
Yeah, if you would have.
Why didn't I get Pokemon Black or White?
If you would have owned it, you could have been that successful business guy who people think you're ironically getting Pokemon ties. But really, it's just because you're loud and proud.
Yeah. But really, it's because I'm like... actually, Doduo is a really solid Pokemon, even though it's normal and flying type, which makes it susceptible to fighting, which is, like, kind of weird. But, like, it's not susceptible to fighting because it's a flying type, so, like, really it's just, like, neutral effect on the fighting. But, like, it's still super effective against grass types, and because it's so fast, it like, hits first, and its critical hit ratio is higher, so, like, using attacks like Tri-Attack, which is a normal attack, still has a chance to crit with it, so it's like, why would you not use it?
Am I in a TED Talk right now? Because I feel inspired.
Yeah, and then all those people are like, you have a fiance? I'm like, yeah, dude, she's super hot. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
like
the premise is just kind of like me talking about Pokemon and how, like, embarrassed of it I was. And then
I like that. I like the
and how, like, me finally accepting who I am is me playing Pokemon. I've known all these things about Pokemon my whole life. You know, like, secretly I, like, sit in my fucking house as a child and would, like, play my Game Boy Advance SP and fucking play, like, Pokemon Ruby version and, like, was trying to complete the National Pokedex. And then, like, I would set it down and then, like, pick up my phone and be like, yeah, I think you're super cute too. Do you think sometime we could meet at Arbor Lakes? Send, close, and back to, I wonder what Ash is up to today. What's Professor Elm up to?
Yeah. I like the idea of, like, the sneak attack of, like, all of these things that you did to hide the fact like where the how like people will hide. I hate to do like an addict's analogy, but like hiding booze in random places. You have Pokemon in random places.
Yes.
And that you think that you're hiding from all these people, and then so you're diving into like how I knew that Travis did this, and I could pull a quick, I don't do the Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
But
Stop playing it cool.
Some nerd shit.
Your collection's around here somewhere.
But that's like,
and then having them, and then have like, so you say all these things that you're doing to hide it from these people.
Yeah.
And then at the end going, but all of them called me Michael all throughout high school because they didn't know who the fuck I was.
Yeah. And the whole time I was fucking worried that, like yesterday, seriously, Caitlin and I went to Rancho Grande yesterday, and the food was fantastic. Neither of us got sick. So, although this is what I was going to tell you earlier. I shit my pants today. I was sitting on the couch, literally eating my lunch. Swear to God, eating leftovers from Rancho Grande. Felt a fart come on. Didn't even push. I literally was just kind of just like let the gates open, and then it was like, and I was like, that was so wet. And then I stood up. Swear to Christ, it's a huge stain on the couch. In like 3 seconds, dude. It was through my underwear, my jeans. These jeans. This pair of jeans had shit in it earlier today. Yeah. Took them off, took them straight to the wash machine.
And then put them back on?
I washed what I'm never going to wear them again.
I'm saying, why not just... I don't want to be reminded of what happened earlier today.
No, that's why I wore these jeans, because I wanted to be like, I shit in these earlier today. Yeah.
Dude, okay, so
I laughed audibly. I was
I'm Bruce Willis in the fucking, what's that?
The Kid?
Unbreakable?
Kimmy Schmidt?
The M. Night Shyamalan film.
Yeah, Unbreakable, right?
That's
I've never
the one.
seen it.
Yep, Mr. Glass.
Bruce, yeah, exactly.
Oh, with
Samuel L. Jackson.
And wait, okay, so then what's the one with James McAvoy? Is that like the
Oh,
sequel?
that's later.
It's the sequel to that, right? Or
Yeah.
whatever?
That one's called Mr. Glass, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But anyways, so I'm Bruce Willis and you're Mr. Ass. So you're constantly shitting yourself.
Yeah, dude.
But you're my equal because of your intellect. You're an adult.
I know, dude.
Stop it!
I farted. It's funny because like earlier in the day, but the doctor was like, "You have like severe IBS," and I was like, "Yeah, I know." And he's like, "Well, just stop eating spicy foods, And I'm sitting on the couch eating spicy chilaquiles and a cheese burrito, and just full blown. It was like karma is very real. And then, I went to the bathroom and literally just like wiped and like laughed audibly in the mirror and put Caitlin's makeup on in a dress, and it's just like, I'm such a bad girl. And then took all the stuff straight to the. Oh, so I didn't notice the cushion first. So I immediately knew. I was like, oh, I shit myself. So then I went to the bathroom, cleaned up. Then I went in and put the stuff in the laundry room, and then walked back out. And I was like, oh God, this isn't my couch. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then I unzipped the cushion, took that off, washed it off, put it back on. It's like it never happened. All right. What's your premise this week?
Oh, yeah.
Dudley.
I'm trying to figure out the concept of in California and someplace else they have drive-through strip clubs. They converted a car wash into a strip club, so you can drive through.
Yeah, which is
very funny.
Yeah.
I like the idea of getting an Uber.
They have them in Wisconsin too.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
I like the idea of getting an Uber and having me and the Uber driver going through the strip club.
You want a lap dance, buddy? I mean, it's going to be on your windshield, so like.
But then being like, just kidding, no talking, because there's the no talking option.
That's really funny.
Like him sitting in silence.
That's so funny, dude. Just the idea that the Uber driver doesn't, is now taking you for your pleasure, and people are rubbing their naked bodies on their car, and they need to get a car wash, and they're getting their naked bodies all over their car in a car wash. I love that.
See, right? There's so many.
Yeah,
so
dude.
many things
That's
you can do.
Like I got to drive to another car wash.
It's not also a car wash?
No,
It's not
they
both?
they shut the car wash down.
Yeah.
That's an easy upsell, I feel.
Like
One side is
first
just,
half you're gonna get rosebuds and shit stains all over your car.
there's
And the
the
second half will just
you know how like there's the like so your car there's like the blow drying, right?
yeah.
Because of all of the wet from the strippers,
They still have.
you have to go through the blow dryers.
But the strippers wouldn't be wet.
It's just a,
I know, but
whap,
in my head I'm thinking,
or is it
why
wop?
would the stripper be wet?
Is it what? Well,
I just imagine one of the strippers is on that big one
The
that
spinning
spins that
thing?
comes down. It's your windshield. The most well endowed stripper for sure.
Just
It's just slapping.
That's so funny.
you know how like they'll talk to you. So what are you here for? Every spin. So what? Are you here?
It's just you leave and there's just like a dent that's like every like 4 to 6 inches. The dent gets just a little bit deeper, but it's that way all the way up the car, ends on the hood. Then the glass, there's just a smear and a line, and then the top of the car.
And then the ones that spin on the side,
Yeah.
it's a bunch of dildos that are.
I want to go to this.
It'd be so funny. Dude, that way you literally leave your mirrors hanging by a single cord. Just a wire.
Oh.
You come out of there, just Uber drivers just crying. Oh, man.
Did you have fun, buddy? Like
better
rubbing
get-
his shoulders.
You better give me a hell of a tip after this. You just got 70 tips in there. That's funny, dude. Well done. That's way funnier than my premise. You like the self-pity fishing for compliments? That was way funnier than me.
I actually forgot your premise. Mine was so good.
That was really good, though. I love that. Because, just the idea
Yeah.
itself is just humorous already.
Plus, it's like I love emulating douchey assholes.
Yeah,
and
well,
only
and,
a
like-
douchey asshole would do that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and, the fact that, like capitalism, although it has its faults, obviously, I think this may not be the most popular opinion.
Preach it, comrade.
But I think capitalism is the obviously the freest economic, whatever that you can.
Free market.
Yeah, but it's more than the free market. Like it encourages innovation. It you know what I mean?
Sure.
Um,
That's why we're the most innovative country in the world, right?
well, not anymore.
Oh.
But that's part of the faults of capitalism. It's like once it stops, once it stops helping everybody, it only helps the few. Then innovation doesn't matter because the few are making. So it's like the checks and balances need to be in place. All that to say, one of the beauties of capitalism is that even the douchey macho need to go to a strip club guys have their innovation
Supply and
moment,
demand.
Yeah, it's like God, I gotta.
Instead of supply and demand, supply and dead ass.
That's
Right?
a stretch.
It's like a e-commerce
Supply
themed strip club.
No, it's not supply and dead ass. It's supplying dead ass.
There you go. Nice. I like that.
Yeah,
Supplying dad ass.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
I
chart,
would, kind of supply and demand.
and then the chart.
What's the demand? Well, I'm supplying dad ass.
dead ass? Yeah, that's a tough one because, the fact that it exists is a brilliant stain on America.
Also a literal stain on my car.
Dude, the idea of that is so funny. Oh man,
Yeah.
You come home from going to to the car wash strip club and your wife comes outside and there's panties in the bike rack on top of your car? What the hell happened here? I don't know. I must have hit a goose.
That poor girl that got dragged through the bike rack on your car.
That's what I was thinking too.
Why she would be up there, I wouldn't know. Unless she was like unless you were like, I want to see through the sunroof. Caitlin's calling me because it's 9 o'clock.
Oh, is it 9 o'clock? Okay.
Yeah, I've been here for...
You ready to... Things would have gone smoother if work didn't fucking blow and I could have been here when I wanted to set shit up.
Well, and today was just a weird day, I feel like.
Yeah. Angry Gus. Luckily, Mara fucking killed it.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. This is going to be
Welcome.
sweet. Very much a welcome addition. This is badass. Yeah. You're not just like Rudy can be like complete dead weight sometimes on the show, you know, but then there's like moments where she, like you were legitimately adding funny shit.
Yeah.
We didn't have to make...
It's like Jamie.
That's my goal right there, Jamie. Yeah. I actually knew that reference. Like, you guys are talking about a lot of podcasts that I listen to. I'm like, I need a list from you guys after this one so I can be in the loop.
But yeah, Jamie pulled that shit up. Hey, Mara, same time next week?
Dude, absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, absolutely.